We're live. Welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson with Enlightened World Network, and welcome to our celebration of life. If you can just look at the screen here, we've got several people that are waiting to share with us today. And hello, Sharmi, welcome. And we have 39 different EWN speakers who are wanting to drop in and give you their best. So first, let me introduce my colleagues. Terry Angel and Deb Goldberg are going to be hosts with me for this event. And every one of the speakers is going to be very short, so 2 to 5 minutes long. It's not going to be long at all. But this idea came to us from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael knows that this is a tricky time here on the planet and that some folks needed a hug, needed a smile, needed a hug. And he asked that we at Enlightened World Network create a virtual online Easter basket of sorts. So the idea that we got is for folks that wanted to come on to share some love and light to come on, and it's almost like finding an egg in a basket. And we're enjoying all of the spring colors here today. Each of these speakers feels like we're opening up an Easter egg today to see what fabulous blessing and gift they're here to offer with us. So this is not a religious ceremony. Some of us do believe and love Christ, and others of us, it's a Christ consciousness and not something that they really buy into as a story, but we're all here to celebrate life in whatever way we do that. So with that, we are ready to get started with our first guest, and that is Kalina Molnar. Now, Kalina has been with us on Enlightened World Network for many different offerings, and we can't wait to see what she's got for us today. So Kalina, the floor is yours.
Okay. Of course, I'm just going to channel Nikyara Tora. So if you want to just place your hand on your heart and feel the love that the mothers are sending in right now. Ma'orene ikiate shanna ma'ukwa anaki. Pakurakatana karasantakarata kiatama. And they are saying that hope is always with you, even if you cannot see it. Anteki, anakatu, adashiana, apokuria, manakita, aya. Live in the light of love. Find the silence in your hearts and peace in your life. We are one. Akora kadon suko to pokuria na karanta karakteni kirta kuruto kurso potonia manakia iteke isanana motoria anyoria annini anne anakita aya atora maya aki. We are always blessed. Namaste. Ooh. I'm shaking now. Oh, just a message from the Divine Mothers.
Kalina, that was beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for that beautiful message. That was
Blessings.
heart-touching and very much felt. And now we are going to hear from our lovely Sharmi Javan. and you're muted, so maybe now.
So I was guided to share a hymn that we sing in reverence to God, mainly Krishna, and we call it a bhajan. So if you guys would like to join, clap your hands and just feel it, that'd be great. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare, भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का, स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण ग्रहु में किसकी, साई शरण ग्रहु में किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, प्रभु बिन और न दूजा, आस करूं मैं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विधि मिलूं दयामय, किस विधि मिलूं दयामय, तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, दीन बंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपनी शरण लगाओ, द्वार खड़ा मैं तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। दास जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। Thank you so much for listening. Namaste from India.
Harmony, that was beautiful. And if, I have no idea what the words are, but my soul knows. As you were singing it, I felt like I've heard this song. I know this song. So thank you. And as I
It's
envision,
your favorite hymn.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
envision
you.
you being an egg in our Easter basket. It was a beautiful gold filigree. It was
Thank you.
so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
We're so glad you're here with us,
Me
Charmaine.
too.
So we're going to now play a video from Lottie Whalen. Lottie comes to us from Austria, and she wanted to share this video.
I know, we're not used to playing this way. So I'm trying to get it to start.
Hi everybody and happy Easter. I would like to share a meditation with you guys. So, please take a seat and make sure that you are in a safe spot and sit real comfortable. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. And now it's time to create some pictures in your mind. You are sitting on a beautiful lotus flower in a forest lake. Visualize the color, the smell, and the energy. It is a silent night, and the moon is on its way up. The sky is deep blue, and stars are twinkling above. And the air is fresh to breathe. You are feeling the beauty from the flower. The divine spiritual energy embraces you. There are no worries, no problems. Just calmness and eternal love. You are resting in yourself, and everything is just all right. I'm Lottie Walling, and I'm happy to share this moment with you.
What just happened?
So Deb, ready to introduce Jeanette?
Yeah, Terry's video's off.
Okay, and it sounded like Lottie was done, so we're good.
She was done.
Jeanette, we have Jeanette Wasileski with us, and we're so grateful for you to be here. So I turn this over to you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Deb, and thank you, everybody, for having me here. I was guided today to just talk a little bit about self-love and then go into a little light language. About 2 years ago, I received a message from Archangel Metatron through the channel Julia Grief, and he said he wanted me to know how they see me as a shining light, and that they saw the good that I was doing in the world, and they recognized me for that. And it was huge for me. And I started sobbing. And it really started me on my journey of self-love. So over the last 2 years, that's what I've been working on. And I feel like one of the messages that I'm here to bring is that we are all worthy. We are all loved. We are all seen as light and love, no matter what has happened in our lives. And I also have a few quotes here that I came out, having to do with self-love. Beauty begins the moment you decided to be yourself. Coco Chanel. She remembered who she was and the game changed. Lala Delilah. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Rupi Kaur. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line. Lucille Ball. No one is you, and that is your superpower. Elise Santilli. And another one from Elise Santilli. Just in case you have forgotten today, you matter, you are loved, you are worthy, you are magical. So a little light language, setting the intention for you to receive all that it is that you need in this moment, and setting the intention for yourself to receive. Ostuna ayakia sotuaka natanania tana yasa e akotana a tu asata keshura tanake asata seti no manatana e aku asati aka tina na e aku seta ketia sa Ketia sana e satowatana, kena ea satona, tosotuaka tea satana kuatai, koshuatana ea kumetiasa, tena ea tunoa. Know that you are loved in this moment exactly as you are, that you are perfect in this moment exactly as you are. Much love. Blessings.
Jeanette, I absolutely love when you do your light language.
Oh, thank you.
It really takes me out, even if it's a short one, it takes me out. But the visual that I had on that was as seeds are sown and nurtured for them to grow into their full potential, so are we as humans. And that was a beautiful message that I got, that each of us is loved, nurtured, and supported, that we can become our everything, and each of us matters.
Yes.
And one of the quotes you shared was, no one is you, and that is your superpower. Mm-hmm. Love it. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
So the next thing we're going to share is a little clip from Olivia Parrude. Now, she is one of the speakers here on Enlightened World Network frequently. So Terry, if you're ready to, or Deb, if you're ready to share that, that'd be great. I invite you to take a moment and consider how exciting it is to be alive at this amazing time. On a 3D level, the world is experiencing a huge transformation We are in a rare planetary alignment that hasn't been seen since the American Revolution. On a spiritual level, we are ascending. Our beautiful Mother Earth is ascending. We are going from 3D through 4D and then to 5D. We are embracing our light bodies. Mother Earth needs our help. If you feel fear, go into your heart. Feel love and gratitude for what is good in your life. Remember back to the time when you were in your light body. Before you were conceived, you chose to be here for this incredible moment in human history. We are the wounded healers. We are the light workers. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Get excited and be prepared. We are going to create heaven on earth. By Olivia Parr Rood.
That was so beautiful and is really touching to take that in. So thank you, Olivia. And next we have Marbeth Dunn. Terry.
There.
Okay.
And Marbeth is here with us in the house. So Marbeth, can you come on and say hello?
I'm going to say hello and happy Easter to everyone. So wonderful to be here with you and to share a little video that I made.
Great, thank you.
How to immediately raise your vibration. I'm Marbeth Dunn with 7 tips and tricks to immediately shift your emotions and raise your vibration. Have you been going stir crazy, feeling stressed, agitated, anxious, or frustrated? Would you like to learn some easy ways to shift into a better emotional state so you can be happier and more peaceful and feel safe and okay? Here are 7 strategies to feel better immediately. Number 1, get up and move. Your emotions are actually body feelings created by your thoughts. And when you move your body, the way your body feels will change. Moving is one of the most effective ways to change your emotional state. There are so many ways to use your body to alter your emotions. Here's just a few. You can do jumping jacks, dance, stand up quickly, spin around, walk like a robot, run in place, skip, jump rope. Number 2, laugh. Laughing feels so good. Make yourself laugh and you will feel differently. And the change is instantaneous. Think about something funny. Watch a funny movie. Watch your favorite comedian. Talk with your funniest friend. Or read a joke. And number 3, play music and sing along. Music raises your vibration, and singing along amplifies that. It's almost impossible to be sad if you are singing a happy song. You can revisit this happy feeling in your mind for a quick pick-me-up anytime you like. Be sure to choose music that's upbeat and dance along if you can. Number 4, breathe deeply for at least 1 minute. When people are stressed, they tend to breathe shallow breaths. It's called clavicular breathing in their upper chest. And when you breathe deeply into your belly, you are inhaling life force energy into your whole body. See your breath in your mind's eye as it flows all the way down into your belly, and as it flows back up again. Focusing on your breath helps bring you into the present moment. Imagine you are inhaling love and gratitude. You are exhaling stress and anxiety. Notice the changes in your body and your emotional state. Number 5, create a gratitude journal. List 10 things that you are grateful for every day. Refer back to your journal frequently whenever you need a pick-me-up. Gratitude raises your vibration and helps you feel better fast. Number 6, send love and blessings to others. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. When you send love and blessings to others, you are also sending them to you. Number 7, watch your thoughts. Notice how what you are thinking makes you feel. Are your thoughts lifting you up or bringing you down? If you are thinking thoughts that make you feel bad, that you're being victimized in some way, or if you are criticizing yourself or someone else, choose a different thought. Think about something that makes you happy. Or ask yourself, how can I see this in a different way? Develop a habit to control your thoughts, and you will feel better. So, you have an emotional state of some sort every waking moment of the day. Now you have some tips and tricks to create a happy, peaceful, emotional state whenever you wish. Here's what to do. Get up and move, laugh, play music and sing, breathe deeply, make a gratitude journal, send love and blessings to others, and watch your thoughts. You can change your emotional state with practice. You can even change it quickly. Immediately raise your vibration. I'm Archangel.
That was interesting. I don't know why that did that.
Yes, we were going to ask Marbeth if you'd like to talk a few minutes, because I don't know what happened to your mic is off.
Was it not playing?
No.
But it was very scratchy.
The volume was really scratchy.
Yeah, maybe I should have sent the video directly rather than uploading it. I hope it's going to work for Harrison.
Well, if it doesn't, we're going to come right back to Harrison live. Then
Okay.
Harrison can just talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So Marbeth, do you want to just take a few minutes and just share with us some of the thoughts of what was in your video? Because it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, basically, I wanted to talk to people that have been experiencing the stress and the anxiety of being stuck in a in a coronavirus and not necessarily realizing the gifts that are inherent in this particular time. So if we can breathe, if you're feeling stressful, if you're feeling fear, some of the things that you can do are to move, and just you can get up and dance. I love to just put on music and start singing along and dancing, and I find that that can totally shift my vibration, because I want to be able to help people, to help you shift your vibration instantly. And you can do that through music. You can do it through movement, even just putting on an exercise video and doing yoga or whatever, on the along with what's on the screen. You're going to feel different. Just taking a little walk. I don't know if you're like absolutely stuck inside your house, so walking may not be a thing, but you can run in place. You can do jumping jacks. There are things that you can do. Find a funny video, looking on your TV or on YouTube, look up comedians and start laughing, because when you laugh, you've automatically raised your vibration. Gratitude journals are amazing because they've even been shown to boost your immunity and your health and raise your income. No, they're just by focusing on uplifting positive thoughts, and you can also just watch your thoughts. And that's pretty much what I was saying in the video. I don't know why it didn't come through well, but anyway, we could post a link to the video. Maybe people could watch it on YouTube directly, because when I watched it, it was clear.
Right, right. And
So,
when we watched it, it was clear too. So that's why we were surprised. We'll put that link in the Facebook chat.
hopefully Harrison's video will be clear too.
If it isn't, we'll stop it right away. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, we will
so
find
I'm
out.
going to turn over Harrison.
Yes, let's bring our Harrison Klein on. Get your Harrison on.
I always love to be brought on, with a good act in front of me. It's always fun. Hi, Ruth. Hi, guys. Everybody. I recognize some pretty cool faces, and those of you who I don't recognize, I can tell you, you're beautiful anyway. So all good things. Happy holidays. Some of us are kind of enjoying the Passover, and some of us the Easter. And what I'm going to be doing here in my video is basically giving a song of support. Many of us at this time are, lonely. A lot of us are, kind of at the end of our patience for a lot of things. Some of us are in a state whereby we haven't mastered our emotions. And this is an enlightenment network. So enlightenment is about coming into this space of greater awareness and love and energy and fun and enjoyment, and being in a steady state of well-being, and also expanding the abilities that you have, the capabilities that you have in every way. So the song that I wrote had to do with just giving some support, and it's a special little thing that I have. I like to think of the fact that I did it for Marbeth, but I didn't. Yeah, I like to think of the fact that I did it for Marbeth, but I really did it for everybody. So, so if you would, I can just hit my play video or something here.
I got it taken care of.
You have it? You're going to play it?
I'm going to play it.
Okay, so, if it doesn't come out good, it's humorous. If it comes out bad, well, it's my best fault. No. When you're down and lonely on the run, and you think that you're the only one, don't you know? Can't you see? Don't you know? Can't you see? You can always remember me. You can count on me. When you're at your darkest hour, near the end, and you think you've lost your power and your friends, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, can't you see, you can count on me. People rarely notice little lights, but they steal that magic sparkle in your eye. Oh, you don't ever have to ask me why. Don't you know? Can't you see? I will always set you free. Just remember, you and me, you can count me. emotions, you escape. But if you ever get the notion, love's too late, don't you know? Can't you see? Just remember, remember me. I will always set you free. You can count on me. People rarely notice little eyes, but they steal that magic sparkle from your eyes. Don't you know? Can't you see? Don't you know? You and me, all the world will be set free. You can count on me. Don't you know, can't you see? It was always you and me from the beginning. We see, you can count on me. I got carried away a little.
It's fabulous, Harrison. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
My pleasure. My great pleasure.
So,
The only thing I do want to say is that for those of you, thank you, Jeanette, for those of you who are hearing what messages we are all relaying to each other, I just want people to know that the greatest resilience, the greatest thing you can do at this time of difficulty is to give love, is to be in a state of joy, give love. We create our own realities, and the greater amount of love you give, the greater amount you receive, and the greater your resilience to anything that can happen and will happen and does happen. So I just say that we create our own reality, give love, stay in the state of love, stay in a state of joy, be joyful. That's my message.
that's a great message. Thank you, Harrison. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hugs to everybody.
Easter hugs to you too. Thank you and Marbeth for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you, Ruth, for having us.
Great. And so next up is Terry Wildeman. Terry, come on and say hello.
Hi, everybody, on this very blessed Easter Sunday. What I'd like to share with you is I pulled the manifestation card. It was unintentional. It was exactly as it needed to be. And this is from the Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy deck. And the message there is use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome, which feeds into the download that I received this morning that I'd like to read to you. And it is actually in my group. I need to go back to where I wrote it. There we go. This Easter message comes from my guides and from my enchanted boardroom. There is a huge energy shift that started with this century. It is finally making headway, and those who are meant to be teachers, along with events, are being called up to teach about the head-heart connection and what is important. Those who choose differently are not wrong. It is their perspective, and we learn from them to honor their choices. There has to always be contrast, opposites, to provide mirrors and learning. It's about respecting all humans and their focus, desires, and perspectives to teach us how to live without judgment and learn so our soul elevates. This is the transformation of today: to allow, to believe, to release what no longer works for each person. This is a personal transformation that affects all within one's reach, for our energy is expansive and touches all who cross our paths. May the spirit of this day infuse you with love and with joy. Namaste.
Thank you so much,
There you go.
Terry.
You're very welcome.
That was beautiful. Thank you for the message.
You're very welcome. Thank my guides.
Yeah. Thank them all. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the ones behind me.
Yeah. Right. Oh, so next we're going to welcome Susan Kennard. Susan, thanks for being here with us today, and happy Easter.
Hi, happy Easter from the UK. Yes, it's a beautiful sunny day here and we live right by the sea, so it's a blessed place to be at this time. Yeah, thanks so much for inviting me. There are many things that the guides want to say, but I think the key thing is that we have to really come into that place of inner guidance, don't we? You know, that part of us that has all the answers, knows all the answers, and perhaps not to look outside of ourselves as much as we used to. And at this, you know, this kind of climate of the moment, and that's how I'm going to say it for now, what's going on with the climate is keeping us in, but keeping us in a sense where we're really having to go within. And I think what people really need now is to remember that actually that beautiful being of light within, that incredible, powerful being of light within, really has all of the answers for you. And perhaps we can watch the news, perhaps we can listen to other people, perhaps we can go outside of ourselves for the answers. But deep down inside, we actually know the best decisions for us. And we just really need to go into our heart to find that and that place of inner peace. So what I'd really like to do is just take everyone through a couple of moments meditation, just to find that place of inner peace. And the sense I'm getting here as well is that Mother Mary, who works with me and comes in and sings through me, some of you will know that, wants to come in and really help that inner child part of you to find that peace once again. And the fear that happens within us is always from another time and never about today. And so if we can just help that little inner child that perhaps is feeling a bit scared about what's happening or a bit frightened about what might be next, then this is what Mother Mary really wants to do. Okay, so everyone just put their hands on their heart just for a moment and just breathe in and connect with that golden part in your heart, that part that shines so brightly, that connects with that inner guidance. And just start to feel that sense of peace. that sense of knowing. And if you could imagine that every single one of your cells was lighting up with golden light. And even if you can't imagine, just know that that's who you are. And perhaps see a sparkle in your mind. And watch as your body starts to remember that you are light. Watch as the whole of you starts to sparkle and light up with that peace and calm and inner knowing. And then just imagine a star underneath your feet, almost as if you're standing on your very own Earth star, reminding you that Mother Earth supports you, that Gaia supports you, and that as you remember that you are loved and supported by Mother Earth, Mother Earth starts to heal as you start to heal. And then imagine that above your head you can see another star. And this is your soul star. And just connect with that soul star, knowing that you're connected to the multiverse, that multi-dimensional part of you that is connected to all and everything. And just see a beam of light coming down from that soul star through you and into your Earth star. And then just connect once again with your heart and just invite all of those babies and children that are within you that need healing at this time to just listen as Mother Mary steps in and helps them heal. And just connect with those inner children and just invite them to reunite with you within your heart, helping them to feel safe, looked after by you, and no longer outside of you, feeling vulnerable. But as they are within your heart, you become more connected to your higher self, that part of you that can feel peace in any moment. So just whenever you just remember that something outside of you feels worrying or uncertain, just come into that place of knowing within your heart with all those children, all those inner children, and give yourself that gratitude and compassion for who you truly are. An incredible being of light, having a human experience. And so it is.
Love that came through.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you. I can't hear Terry. You're a bit in and out. Is that right? Is it just me? No, it's all of us. Yeah, we can't hear you. Oh.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wanted to say thank you. I hope you heard that. That was wonderful. Thank you for bringing the divine energy through. We are going to go now to
Thank you.
Linda Dirks. If you would unmute yourself and bless us, please.
Good morning. It makes my day to be with all of you and just with our bunny ears on this morning. Thank you for putting this all together. And it's been such a treat to listen to everyone. I'm going to tell about my experience. As many of you know, I live in the low desert in Southern California, and we've had 4 days of rain, which is extremely, extremely rare. But when it rains, it produces these gorgeous white snow caps that surround us. Our mountains stand about 10 to 13,000 feet around Palm Springs, and I go hiking every morning. So this morning, I filmed a beautiful video of these gorgeous snow caps panning around 180 degrees of just stunning scenery, and sent it to my family and my friends with a reminder that every storm is followed by beauty. And to tell everyone that at this time especially, we'll take a look at the larger picture. And I'm going to step away from my normal role talking about quiet mind and emotional wellness. And I'm going to step into an issue that's more personal for me. And I'm an avid outdoors person and hiker. And we all know that nature is the manifestation of the mind of God. It's always unfolding. It's always in perfect harmony. And it's always in full cycle. And we are always perfectly balanced in this microcosm. And now we're going through a time when this microcosm has been severely thrown out of synchronization with this virus that we're dealing with. And this is an anomaly of nature. And when we are faced with an anomaly of nature, this is a shot across the bow. This is a sign for us to quit playing fast and loose with our environment. And it's one of thousands of ways that all of us are going to come together in this upsurge. And we're all seeing this beautiful upsurge of energy and a new order and initiating things that have always, what I call, you have all these ideas that are in your closet and you open the door and then the perfect one falls out for you. And we come together in love, as we all are saying today. And what my guide told me last night as I was thinking about you all is that we come together in love, not from lack. It's so easy for us to look at someone else and not as what's lacking, and not look at them as another pure spark of the divine. So this coming together of humanity and of nature is a big theme for me right now. And I'm going to read a piece for you from my last post called One Humanity, One Love. And I thank my wonderful friend, Dr. Ruth Anderson, for coining that phrase, one love, for me many years ago, because it's been something that has been a coherent force for me. And trusting the process of coming together. The world is coming together in oneness as rivals unite against a common foe. We step beyond old biases and beliefs with acceptance, patience, non-judgment, and forgiveness. We move from our heads to our hearts as one humanity, one harmony, one common language of love. Love spans borders and is acknowledged as the presence of God across all religions. When we live in our hearts, we rise into the frequency of the divine, each of us lifting and strengthening this force behind birthing a new breed. Humanity 2.0, one love. My life used to be measured by BC and AC before I had cancer and after I had cancer. Now our lives will be measured by BC and AC before Corona and after Corona. And I close with this quote from the Dalai Lama: we all want the same things, to be happy and to be loved. And we are all connected with one another. So to sign off, I would say, like a New Year's resolution, we have April 22nd is coming up. This is Earth Day. Make a commitment in your life, in your home, to something that will feed the environment. And as we come out of this time in world history, and as we come into that upsurge that we're all seeing, that we take the positive steps, that we actually, when I say step up to the plate, and spirit will step up to the plate and meet you, and think of these initiatives that are going to be on your plate as we come out and into a new humanity 2.0 and into this one love. So thank you all.
Linda Dirks. Wow. Thank you. As you were talking, tears came to my eyes, and I don't even know why. But
one love.
Absolutely. And moving from our heads to our hearts. So thank you for that beautiful, beautiful gift today of reminding us that we're coming together and speaking that language of love. Thank you. What a beautiful gift today.
Thank you very much. Happy Easter.
Get your bunny on, my dear. Get your bunny on.
Get your bunny on.
Excellent. Thank you. And so Deb is going to share with us a song by Monica Augustine. Monica is one of our speakers as well. Love her dearly. And she shares her gift through her music. So here's a song by Monica.
Beautiful
can't speak for you all, but wow, did that touch me? I can't wait to hear that one again, actually. Beautiful. So our next speaker up is Suzanne Ross. I think Suzanne just showed up to join us. Suzanne, can you say hello?
Hello, happy Easter.
Perfect. Suzanne, we are ready for you. Happy Easter. Thank you for being here.
Truly my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. It's such an honor to be here on this very special day of Easter, a day for the resurrection of our spirit. And resurrection and ascension are oftentimes synchronized in concept. And so today I felt very inspired to share this prayer called Ascension by Shannara. And this is a visualization. So please close your eyes and visualize the words and feel the emotions. I raise my eyes and lo, I see my own great God self over me. A dazzling cloud envelops all. I hear my real God presence call. I feel a surge of love's great might. I enter deep, its breath, its light. I see within this pulsing flame. I listen and hear my secret name. I feel the glow, the great flame breath. I am the victor over death. I stand forth, free ascended now. To my heart's light, all things do bow. I am a being of cause alone, and that cause love, the sacred tone. I pour out life, I lift, I raise. My heart overflows and sings its praise. My power strengthens and inspires. My own great rays are God's own fires. I know I am just God the One, the Source, the great, great central Sun. With love and many blessings to all. Amen.
Wow. That was powerful. And so
So glad you enjoyed it.
So heartfelt. Thank you. Yes, every word went right through me. Thank you, Suzanne. Blessing.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for adding to this high vibration today. We appreciate you.
Yes, it is truly my pleasure, beloveds. I send my love to each and every one of you and a ripple of love across the entire global matrix to uplift and inspire, to heal and transform, and to purify.
Amen to that. Thank you.
So welcome.
So we are going to move along to Marcia Martin, who will be next to bless us.
Hi, Terry. I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you all for bringing us together in this time of unity. And today I want to share some words of Jesus. We are often confused by the holiday celebrating Easter as a holiday of victory over death. And Jesus has been working with me over the past couple of years to understand that he was never trying to illustrate that there needed to be a fight or that feeling of you are lost or that you could in any way be hurt or harmed in any permanent fashion. What he was trying to do is not take away our sin or atone for who we were as beings that needed redemption. He wanted us to understand that we are always in the heart of God and that we don't need to be rescued, that we don't need to have somebody make this incredible act of sacrifice for us in order to be seen as worthy by God. And so Jesus asks that each one of us today step into this period of renewal and rebirth and just recognize that within yourself you carry the light of God. That when you go into the heart center, you connect with the Christ consciousness, no matter what your religious belief may be. That Christ consciousness, which is unconditional love, is available for each and every person. Everyone is welcome. No one is excluded. And there is absolutely no physical act or mental thought that you could participate in that would exclude you from being loved and honored by God. So Jesus wants us to understand that the act of the crucifixion and his resurrection was to make a statement that was undeniable, that you are always safe and loved, and that you live in the heart of God. So today I ask that each person just join me in understanding that they and everyone they are ever going to meet lives in the heart of God, and offer them unconditional love, which is love without judgment, love without prejudice, love without any preconceived idea. Allow everyone to be on the journey that feels best to them, and know that they cannot hurt you or harm you unless you give them permission. So let's get out of our heads into that beautiful heart place where we know that we are connecting with God, and we can live from that heart place, feeling secure, feeling supported, and not waiting for any act of sacrifice from any being to rescue us, because we are always safe and loved.
That was beautiful, Marcia. Thank you so very much. Beautiful.
You are so welcome. I in my practice, see a lot of people that have been hurt very badly by the understanding that there is something wrong with them, then they must atone, or they must continuously make up for an act that they made in ignorance. And I really want people to understand there is nothing that you need to do in order for God to love you. You are always loved.
What a beautiful gift to share that. So thank you.
You're extremely welcome.
Right. And let's see, where are we going next, Terry?
It's a coin toss, but I believe we have a video by Nathan Myers from the UK. Is that where we're going?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, let me get it open up here.
Mark Flatt's word is needful.
Yeah. Not yet, Nathan.
Flatt's word is needful. In the weaver's skillful. Flatt's word is needful. In the weaver's skillful hand, as the threads of gold and silver in the pattern he had planned. Not until the loom is silent and the shutters cease to fly shall God unroll the canvas and explain the reason why. Now, as we
seem to be having some difficulty. I apologize. Okay. do a reset.
And Niobe's in the room with us. So Niobe, do you want to come on and say hello while we're getting your video ready?
Absolutely. Hello. Happy Easter, everyone. What a blessed day. And I'm always thrilled, Ruth, Terry, Deb, to be a part of Enlightened World and everything that you offer. And this video, this song was a divine download on a Sunday morning, on a spring Sunday morning. I woke up and I could hear every note. The melody was there. The words were there. I couldn't write them down fast enough. And so was to do a Sunday service that morning, and my music partner, he wasn't even able to get the chords down fast enough to be able to play it. And so it is a song that has such a message to all of us that it's up to us. We are the ones that can make the difference. We are the ones that can make the change. And we're the ones that hold the love of the divine. So Ruth and everyone, thank you so much for allowing me to bring this song and this video to you. Happy Easter.
Great, thank you.
Happy Easter. Let's see if this one will behave. Give me just a moment.
Terry, you look fabulous in purple, by the way.
Thank you. I take any compliments I can get these days. Where did it go? I opened it and I can't find it now. This is the way this day is going. You got it, Deb. I don't know why it's doing this.
It's okay. It happens.
It does.
Let there be peace in this world. Let there be peace in our minds. Let there be peace for the children. Let there be peace here and now. Can we be the peace in our hearts? Can we be the peace in our minds? Love is the answer to all the suffering. Love is the answer to all the pain. Open to love, let it fill you. Open to love, it guides the way. Let there be peace. Love is the peace in this world. Love is the peace in our minds. Love is the peace for our children. Love is the peace here and now. We hold the peace in our hearts. We hold the peace in our minds. We are the answer to all the suffering. We are the answer to all the pain. Open to love, let it fill you.
Niobe, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. It touches my heart to this day every time I hear it or I read the lyrics. Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share that and to share this today. So we are the answer, and we're being asked on such a deep, deep level now. We are the answer, and it's inside us. So thank you all so much. Happy Easter.
Thank you, Niobe. And we get to hear you speak to us, and we get to hear you do light language with us. And now we want to hear more of your songs. So make sure you bring more to us.
Okay, I'll do that, Ruth. All right. Blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. And now I'd like to bring on Michelle Landers. Michelle, can you come on and say hello? I know she's here.
Mic is shut closed, Michelle.
Okay, how's that? It's perfect. And Michelle has been with us here on Enlightened World several times, and we are so excited to hear the message you have for us today, Easter.
Oh, thank you. And happy Passover, happy Easter. So earlier in the year, I had talked about numerologically that we were under a 22 vibration, and that's a master number. But what I also discovered accidentally was that the word coronavirus has a vibration of another master number, which is the number 11. So here we are being impacted by two very high vibrations. And then I think of the adage, to whom much is given, much is demanded. And so what does that all mean? Well, I guess if we say we truly and sincerely want the world to live in more peace and more harmony, then what does that demand? That demands of us individually to let go of our individual judgments and, in some cases, even our own condemnation of what we think is wrong in this world. And, that might seem really, really, really obvious to us, but think in terms of how we might judge others as being more spiritual because they meditate for 2 hours a day, or have a vegan lifestyle, or even judging others as being less enlightened or less spiritual because they don't behave in a way that we perceive as spiritual. So I'd like to just remind myself and everyone that many souls come back in forms that that we might even find reprehensible in order for us to challenge us to grow spiritually. And I believe that each one of us individually has to be so diligent about practicing non-judgment and compassion without exception. And if we want to, in turn, observe and create less judgment and cruelty and heartlessness in the world, then that's what we have to do. We have to be for love, for harmony, for compassion, and not against war and anger and hatreds. And I think this is a really, really deep conversation that maybe we can even have at another time, but I do believe it is such a necessary one. So here we are in a week of celebration of two very, very sacred holidays, Passover and Easter. And the spiritual message of both describes going from darkness or death to freedom and life. And I think that right now we're really being forced physically to step back and have more time for reflection and to think about these really, really important spiritual truths. We're being called to rise higher and elevate our thinking more than we ever have. And I think the question is, will we answer the call? So that's what kind of came to me this morning. And I thought I would share that. I think we're all being called to a higher version of ourselves. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle. And I am in total agreement with that. Every word you were saying is like, yes, yes, yes. So thank you so much for being here with us today and for sharing your insight.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And now we're going to bring on our own Mira Rubin. Hello, welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's really such a privilege to be here and to be sharing sharing the sacredness of this season, and especially in such a time of transformation. And I'm going to read a piece of channeled writing that actually was from a while ago, but it's very, very poignant for this moment where we are being called to rise and to choose how we're going to show up in the world. The time is nearing when the world as you know it will merge with the world as you've dreamed it to be, where all things are possible, and indeed, all things are made manifest. Depending on your level of consciousness, your level of awakening, this world will be a world of your dreams or a world of your nightmares. Or in truth, it will be a world that blends them both. At its heart, this is not so different from the nature of the world in which you currently exist. However, the ease and immediacy with which your hopes and fears are manifest is accelerating. And therefore, the call to consciousness is an ever more urgent demand. It is ever more urgent that you face your demons in an outright manner, that you bring them consciously into the light of your awareness. For once the light exposes them, the power of those shadows is mitigated, and your power to choose is returned to you, is emboldened. Do not retreat from the experience of the shadow appearing in your manifestation in the world. While you may quake with fear at the recognition of your hand in shaping your world, do not shrink. Rise and shine forth the light brightly and deliberately. Call into being the brilliance of your love. In the midst of chaos, call forth peace from the depths of your being. Radiate light, and the world will shape itself to reflect that light. Have courage that you can redirect and refocus your attentions. Have confidence that your love and your light are essential now more than ever. Know that this is a time of profound possibility, and that your role in shaping the world to come is critical. Know first and foremost that you are the light, that you must only choose to bring forth your brilliance, that the world be illuminated.
Mira, your channeled writings are outstanding.
Thank you, Ruth.
And I'm really thinking they need to go in a book.
Well, funny about that. It's on its way, and in collaboration with you.
That was so beautiful. In the midst of peace, in the midst of chaos, call forth peace. Have courage, have confidence. And your light is essential now more than ever. Wow. Goosebumps, girl. Goosebumps.
Thank you.
Well, Mira is one of our hosts. She has a show every weekday morning. What time are you on, Mira?
9 a.m. Eastern.
9 a.m.
It's
Eastern.
called The Core Connection. It's really just 10 minutes or so in the morning.
And it's worth it. It's worth it. Get up early, folks. If that's early for you, get up and have a listen. Thank you, Mira.
So much.
So the next offering we have for you is a video by Lisa Jo Davis. So Dab, if you wouldn't mind queuing that up.
My name is Lisa Jo Davis, and I'm with Healing Light with Lisa Jo. Today, I would like to share a little message with you that I received from the angels. First of all, they want everyone to know that they hear your prayers and they know what's in your heart, and they know that you may be scared and frightened. But right now, they are sending everyone immense energy, light, healing to help with these fears. There are also some beautiful healers that are out and light workers that are also sending out energy and love and healing out to humanity. I want you to know that I love you, and I sincerely hope that if you do get ill, that it's very fast and only like a little common cold here and there. It's gone like a little fender bender. And I do pray that if you are sick, that you will be healed very fast. And know that you are never alone. And if you are with your families, cherish these moments. Check in with those who are far away with just a simple phone call. And I would encourage you to keep your spirits up. And if you're not able to go to your church, your temples, or your mosque, know that your temple is also your body, and that you can go within and you can pray. And prayer is wonderful. And meditate. Meditate is just a different form of praying. And ask that everyone gets uplifted, have gratitude, and be so grateful for everything that you have. And allow that to penetrate throughout your life. Be grateful for all the love of the angels. And again, you don't need to know the names of any of the archangels to receive their attention or their love. You just have to ask for it to come to you, for them to come to you, and the right one will come to you. And they will come. They don't need you to know their name. All you have to do is say, I need the Archangel of Healing. And of course, Archangel Raphael would come.
For some reason, that was repeating. So she was finished. And next we have that, and that was a lovely message, by the way. I thought that was just really a heartfelt message of healing and blessings. Thank you, Lisa Jo. We have up next Diane Allison Beyendorfer. And so I'm going to give that one a whirl.
Happy Easter. My name is Diane Allison Beiersdorfer, big old name, And I just want to come here today to be what I always am, everybody's mom, and to tell you that whatever it looks like in the world, there are beautiful treasures all around you. I want you to take a minute to just visualize that today. Be that little child again. It's what I like to do the most, is to encourage you to come as the little child, to look inside of yourself, to find that little piece of you, and to play with that part of you, to pretend, go inside of yourself and visualize yourself taking colorful eggs today and hiding them around your yard, wherever you'd like to hide them, and create a little magical playground for that part of you that is still very much alive, that's hiding down deep. That little child wants to come out to play today. We're going to let go of the fear for just a few minutes. We're going to let go of all the worries and concerns. And I want you to spend a little bit of time digging down deep, looking within yourself, to remember that little part of you that longs to play, that longs to come back out, that longs to have that Easter egg hunt today. Can you do that with me? It only requires you to be unafraid. It requires you to think of your little child. That child, as a young one, little ones, they don't seem to have any fear. Oftentimes they will try just about anything. They have this beautiful imagination that creates masterpieces from anything they can get their hands on. Sometimes it's not much fun seeing what they've worked with, and yet their creativity is alive and well. And the love that they show, and the fact that they don't pass judgment on themselves either. They will run around the house with nothing but a pair of underwear on or a bathing suit. They love their bathing suits. And they don't stand in front of a mirror and try to pick themselves apart. They're not hard on themselves. They're just happy. So be that happy child as much as you can right now. Put yourself in that space of that happy child. And I want you to grab your little Easter basket. And I want you to go with me out to the little yard. Are you doing that with me? And as we're doing this, I can feel that we're getting a little bit of an energy boost. Our little children are waking up. I feel it. Let that little child wake up. She wants to have the lead. He, whoever you are, wants to take the lead for a little while. Wants you to relax. Wants you to remember joy. So as you're hopping through the yard like a little Easter bunny with your basket, with every egg that you pick up, I want you to open it up, and I want you to visualize a word, visualize something inside of that egg, whether it be joy, whether it be happiness, whether it be love, excitement, opportunity, peace, caring. I'm sure you can think of some yourselves. I want you to see each egg that you pick up, and as you're putting it in the basket, I want you to look at that word and take it and know that that basket is you. You're going to put it in that basket, which means you're putting it inside of you. You're accepting. I'm accepting this joy. I'm accepting this gratitude. I'm accepting this beauty. I'm accepting bliss. I'm accepting abundance. I'm accepting all of these things, and I'm putting them in my basket, and I'm going to hold them dear to me today. These are my treasures. These are everything that this universe, that God, our Creator, Jesus, whoever you believe in, this is what this beautiful team that you have around you wants you to experience through all of these things that are happening right now. And they want you to know that all of this is what we are turning into. All of these beautiful eggs filled with treasures, they are all yours for the taking. So keep hopping around, keep enjoying those treasures. Have a beautiful day. You are so loved. You are so blessed. And you are so protected. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.
So if you weren't familiar with Diane Ellison Beiersdorfer, She does beautiful work, and she has, Terry, why don't you come on here? She has live streams that she does. Is it every day?
Yes, she live streams every day. They're different times. She is one of the most courteous people I know. So if she sees that we are doing something at the time when she had planned on going live, she adjusts. So she's that type of person, very caring and giving and wanting to just share and not step on anybody as far as interfering if we're doing something and she's can wait, then she does. So I just love Diane. She's such a beautiful soul, and she has done a meditation a day for us, and I know she will do more, and just a very, very beautiful individual.
Well, so now this is our time to have Terry share with us her Easter offering for today. And before she does, I just want to acknowledge Terry for the countless hours that she puts into Enlightened World Network, into her own offerings. If you follow Terry, you will see the woman doesn't sleep, that she is basically streaming much of the day in various different forms. And what a treasure, an angel on earth here, our Terry Angel. So Terry, please share with us.
I would love to. Can you hear me okay? I'm holding my mic down here, but I can hold it closer. And just before I start, I want to welcome Karen Palmer. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. So, the angels told me I was going to channel. I have no idea what they're going to say. So, I'm just going to open my mouth and let them speak. But earlier, as I was filling into it, they did what they always do when I start to channel a message. They show me an image, and then they take that image and they just fly with it. Don't you like that pun? So the image that I received about probably, well, it was before our silent meditation, so a few hours ago. The image was a clear glass, and it had water in it, and that water was so clear that if you didn't know there was something in the glass, you would miss the fact that it was full of water. So I have no idea what that means. I'm just going to connect right now and see what they want to say to us and what it has to do with a clear glass full of water. So let's all just take a breath in as we connect with the angelic realm. And I'm asking what we need to know for our best and highest good at this time. What message is there for us at Easter? And indeed, dear ones, we want you to remember your magnificence. There are so many times when you struggle, when you question, when you doubt, when you say, I don't see angels, I can't see clearly. Can you please help me? Can we have an angel that's going to clear up anything, any struggle that's going on? We hear those thoughts. We hear your struggles, and we see your tears. We see your compassionate hearts. We want you to remember your magnificence and remember that when you look with your spiritual eyes, you will see clearly. You will see that that glass is so full. It's so full of life-giving energy. And we are showing it that way because we want you all to see that clear water inside of each of you. That's your spirit, dear ones. That's your magnificence. That's your connection. The water is a conduit. And the more you focus on the water, the more you drink your life-giving water, it just increases that connection with us and takes you to the very foot of God, where God will open up your eyes even more and let you see your beauty. You are so beautiful. You are so magnificent. If you could see yourself the way we see you here in the angelic realm, you would be amazed at how you look to us. And if you could see yourself the way God sees you, you would know that you are that spark of the divine. And you would know that there's no need for judgment. There's no need for criticism. There's only love. There is only love. Feel that. Feel that in your heart right now. Love is all there is, and we want you to focus on that at this time as you're doing your celebration. And we are so happy to be a part of this celebration. We were so happy to be invited in, and we surround you all, everyone that's gathered together and everyone that is listening to your message. We are so honored to be called upon to give our voice today to all of your beautiful voices, your songs, your poems, your messages of love and hope, because that is the message. You are so loved. And thank you for celebrating. Continue to celebrate. Don't just make it a one-day event. Celebrate every moment of every day. Stay in the moment of love. Feel the love. Know that you are so protected. You are so loved. And we are wrapping our arms around each one of you right now. Do you feel that? Do you feel that hug from an angel right now? That's us. That's us. You invited us. We came to the party, and we're here to share with you. We want you joyful. We want you laughing and smiling and loving each other with your compassionate hearts. And focus on that, not on what the world may try to show you. Focus on you being real. This is your moment to shine. This is your moment to show up and to lead by example. Lead out of love, not out of fear. That's our message to you. Look at that glass. That's you. You're the container. That life is inside of you. And we are so, so happy with each one of you that is shining your light so brightly. We love you. We honor you. And we say, let's keep this party going all day, every day. And so it is. They make me cry. Sorry.
Terry, that was beautiful. They make me cry too.
I know. It's that flood of emotion that comes in when they come through me. It's like, oh, you never feel such love as when you're hugged by an angel. Thank you. Thank you for this.
Well, we had seen earlier in our silent meditation an amazing feast, banquet, celebration going on in the ethereal realm. And this just feels like it continues. As they say, don't make it just a one-day experience. It's an everyday experience.
Every moment of every day. Yeah. Show only love. And I love you all so much. I am going to have to get off of here because I have another commitment. And I just love you. Thank you. Thank you to all who shared and all who have listened today.
And we love you so much, Terry. Happy Easter to you, my sweet one.
Sure. Bye, everybody.
So we've got Deb. We're going to continue on. And the next event we have is a video from Stephen Altair. Now, Stephen comes to us from Tokyo. So throughout this experience today, we've got friends from Austria, Australia, India, Tokyo, and the UK, as well as the US. So let's hear what message Stephen had to share.
Hi, I am so grateful for you, and I'm also grateful for my breath. So I'm going to teach you something about how to use your breath in a magical way. So practice with me. Put your feet flat on the ground. Sit with a really straight back as if there's a cord pulling you up towards the ceiling. And place your hands in your lap and close your eyes. And then breathe in to a count of 2. And breathe out for a count of 4. So in your mind, count with me. 1, 2, as you breathe in. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the outward breath. So it's really long. Try it again. Breathe in for a count of 2. 1, 2. And breathe out for a count of 4. This helps you to deeply relax. Now, imagine in your mind somebody you are really grateful for. Maybe your mom or dad, maybe a grandmother, maybe a best friend or your grandfather. Somebody you're really grateful for, that you really love. This time on the inward breath, fill your heart with gratitude for that person. As you breathe in, 1, 2, fill your heart with gratitude for everything that person does and is for you. And on the outward breath, breathe back love and kindness and compassion to that person, to the count of 4, 2, 3, 4. As you breathe in, 1, 2, gratitude for that special person in your life. And as you breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, love and kindness and compassion to that person. As you breathe in one more time, breathe in 1, 2, deep gratitude for that person in your life. And as you breathe out to a count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, send love and kindness and compassion to that person wherever they are. When you do that, when you express gratitude, you actually activate serotonin and dopamine in your brain, which increases joy and happiness, especially in these times of anxiety and tension for everyone. So you can teach this breath to your mom or your dad or your grandfather or grandmother or your best friend, wherever they are. And you can help bring the world to a better and more balanced way of practicing inner peace. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.
Stephen is so wonderful at bringing you back to calmness and peace. He just has this way about him that even his voice, it just feels really great. So I'm very grateful for you sending your videos, Stephen, from Tokyo. Thank you. Happy Easter. And next we have Karen Palmer with us. And so Karen, welcome. Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really grateful to be here, and I really love the show that you've put together. It's been incredible watching everybody and just being able to feel the love and you know, the connection. Even though we have to be in this physical distancing, we're really learning how to look at life in a different way and really bringing social energy of connection in ways that we can really learn so much from this experience as the human family. You know, we're all in this together, and every one of us is kind of just figuring out, okay, so now this is the new normal for now, and how am I going to handle today? What am I going to do today? And that's why I love to, you know, start the day in gratitude. The same, you know, with the beautiful, what Terry shared with the angels is what I feel we really, as humans, have such a great opportunity here to find a way to truly, truly connect with our own true self, so that that magnificent self is what's running the show. And we are, you know, being the most positive, loving, kind, compassionate version of ourselves that we can be. And I think that the holidays bring that, you know, a lot to a lot of people, and people are kind of confused about what to do over this holiday. But I just encourage, I called my mom, I called my dad, call the people in your life, let them know how much you love them. You reminisce over one of the Easters that you spent together, and talk about things that you are grateful for with everybody that you see today. And even if you're just walking on the street and you're getting some fresh air, stay your 6 feet. I'm not saying you don't do that. I'm just saying stay, let people eye contact. We do namaste now, instead of shaking hands, I do namaste, and then people, give that back, and I see the light and the love in you, and you see the light and the love in me. And so I think that that's a really beautiful way for us to acknowledge one another, even when this pandemic is over. I think it's a wonderful way for us to acknowledge each other.
Karen, thank you for that message. It's so true. I think it's really important what you're saying, that we acknowledging each other, being kind, bowing to the soul of each other is what you're saying, always. Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's this, I love Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto is a wonderful man who did a lot of exercises and experiments with the crystallization of water. And I wanted to share this beautiful one for the love of humanity. This, to me, I just want you to look at that as I say these words for everyone on the planet. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live in peace. May your family be happy. May your family be healthy. And may your family live in peace. May our world be happy. May our world be healthy. May our world live in peace. May all living beings be free from suffering, and may we all remember that we are one global family.
So beautiful.
The frequency of that is so precious, If you really look at the intricacy of the beauty of that crystal, it's just magnificent, like us. And when we look at that, it's almost like holding up a mirror, because inside each and every one of us is this magnificent love and light that exists. And all we need to do is remember that it's there and then share.
What a beautiful picture. What a beautiful prayer. What a beautiful offering, Karen. Thank you.
Honored to be here. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. And thank you for doing this beautiful Easter basket. What a fun, fun, fun way to spend Easter. Thank you so much.
Love you, Karen. Thank you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
So our next video clip comes to us from Anaya Joy Holili. And Anaya comes to us from Australia. No? Deb is saying no.
No. We skipped a few things to have Karen come in for she was here. But what I'm going to try to do is try to play Nathan's video again. That's what I'd like to do, is see if we can get it so we can actually hear it, because he worked really hard on this video.
Excellent. Thank you.
Nathan Myers.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. Hi. I'm Nathan. I'm from the United Kingdom. And tonight it brings so much joy to my heart to share a beautiful message, which I truly pray brings hope, harmony, healing and comfort to you all at this time. Enjoy, and lots of love and blessings to all of you. Happy Easter. My life is but a weaving between God and me. I let him set the colours, he worketh steadily. Oft times he worketh sorrow, and I within my heart forget he sees the pattern, where I see only part. For the dark threads were as needful in the weaver's skilful hand as the threads of gold and silver in the pattern he had planned. Not until the loom is silent and the shutters cease to fly shall God unroll the canvas and explain the reason why. Now, as we look at our lives, we do not understand that which we are passing, but by trusting and by being submissive, we can trust in Him. For the day will come, brothers and sisters, when the tapestry of your life shall unfold, and you will see the divine design in all of it. Let us continue to praise God and be thankful for the blessings and the lessons and the experience He has brought us in His goodness. Because even though we cannot always see it, God does have a divine design in all of our lives, and by trusting in Him, we can accomplish that design.
I'm not sure why Nathan keeps missing out there, but what I will do, there are two videos that I want to fix. One is Lisa Joe Davis, and this other one is Nathan. And I'll see what's the matter with those, and I will cut and splice this to put them in at the right place, because it's important. We want to make sure that they get included in their entirety. So my apologies for that.
Yeah, that's it was a beautiful poem. So we don't want to miss it at all. So thank you, Ruth, for doing that.
Of course. So our next video is Rebecca Abraxas. Now, Rebecca does sound healing with us here at Enlightened World Network, and she is always so generous in spirit with giving of her time and her energy. So pleased to have a video from Rebecca.
Hello, my name's Rebecca Abraxas, and blessings on this beautiful day. I wanted to share with you one of my favorite Rumi poems called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. This poem is really speaking to me these days with everything that's going on in our culture, in the macrocosm, and also in my family, the microcosm. We are all healthy and well, but we're working with our own kind of viruses, if you will, and mental, emotional belief systems in this house, working with 2 adults and 2 teens. And perhaps you have your own microcosm, the guest house. What are you going to be welcoming in? And what I wanted to offer is a little practice here today. It's a beautiful way of inviting the energy in and using your voice to receive your own sound, but also to release. Okay, so to entertain the guest, give it the gift of your own sound, and also giving the gift to yourself of your own awareness. So the thing is about inviting a guest in. We get to become aware of its positive traits, its visitation. And so with a broader perspective, we get to be like, this is how this is gracing my life. So with that in mind, I'm going to invite you to do a practice called One Breath, One Voice. you take a deep breath and you let it swirl around all that's kind of contracted and in there. And then you just start toning and singing out. And with that voice, it's very interesting. If you're willing to receive your own voice, receive the guests, the guest vibrations that are in that voice, you can become aware of what's there, what's wanting to be released, what's wanting attention, what's wanting intention, what's wanting just pure release. And then afterwards, sitting in the stillness and the silence and seeing what was created from that exercise. And this newness, this new vibration is there. So it goes like this. Now, without judgment, what awareness is there? For me, in this one breath and one voice exercise, I noticed I'm holding some collective grief. I'm holding grief also for my microcosm with some of the things that we're working through in a family. And I noticed that I want to keep singing and then being silent, and singing and being silent. So may this practice feed your day and help you honor the guests from within and within. Have a beautiful day.
There we go. That was Rebecca Abraxas. Deb, do you want to say a minute about Anea?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I just felt a great big shift inside of me doing that toning with her. And it just felt really good. It felt awesome. Anea Joy Ho Lily is the founder of Angel Heart Radio, and it is based in Australia. She's a dear friend, and she's an amazing woman. She's an intuitive angel channeler. She's a wonderful human being. And so I'm very happy to be showing her video for her. Of course, right now, she's sleeping. It is still nighttime in Australia. So we're at least glad that we have her video.
Hi everyone, this is Anea. I've been reminded so much lately over the last couple of weeks, and actually it wasn't until I spoke to my good friend Carol Ann about this word that kept coming in, this constant word, this resurrection that the beautiful spirits, angels, Jesus and God were speaking to me about. And of course, being close to Easter, and Easter now as I record, what a fabulous time for this to come through. The wisdom and the knowledge, the understanding, the love, the power of all that we all have inside of us. This is a wonderful time to remember and maybe even learn that every single moment is a resurrection. If we've lost faith, if we've lost hope, we can resurrect that for ourselves. There are so many opportunities all around us all the time, aren't there? No matter where we look, we have the opportunity to see the power of resurrection. This time of self-isolation that so many people on the planet are experiencing right now is an amazing time because we're reaching out in different ways, aren't we? We're learning that we can resurrect our sense of communication, our sense of community, our sense of value, hope, peace, family. And we're being reminded just how much that all really matters to us. So think about the power of resurrection in your own life. what it means to you, the value of it, the sheer purpose and pleasure and beauty, the scale of resurrection. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing all you do. Thank you for remembering how amazing you are in the world, that you matter. Thank you for remembering your own magnificence and seeing it in others as well. Because every time you see it in someone else, it's actually a reflection of what is in you already. So remember the power, the joy, the pleasure, the purpose of resurrection, and give thanks for all great things and all tiny things. Send that out into the world. Embrace that within your own heart. Right there is the purpose and power of resurrection. We can let go of what felt broken or lost or lonely and embrace the beauty and the power and the pleasure and the purpose of the love that is a consistent flowing energy within us and for us. Thank you for listening and remembering your own magnificence. And please do remember as well, you really do matter in the world and you make a difference, even though you may not know it. Lots of love, everyone.
There we go. I so love Anea. She's such an important part of us at Enlightened World Network. So thank you for sharing that with us, Deb. I wanted to just take a minute of my own time here. A couple of things come to mind that I would like to share. The first one is that one of our dear sisters, Camille DeSalm, is in the hospital. Scary time to be in the hospital. She had surgery for cancer-related issues with her lungs. And Deb and Terry and I sat in silent meditation the other day with you all who were with us. And we saw ourselves in the operating room with Camille. Not only did we see us in the room, but we saw archangels, we saw guides, we saw divine healing beings, and we saw angels that were there. And it was so interesting because everybody had a role. The archangels were with her. There were divine healing beings that were working on Camille, which was entertaining because when her surgeon came in spirit, he saw these healing beings and he understood. Because whether he understands in body, I don't know, but as a spirit, he understood that there are other beings that are here with us that serve a role for us. We saw us with her. We saw some of the earth angels turn and support nurses that were in the operating room. And we understood that they were carrying concern for the collective medical personnel that are serving on the front lines with the coronavirus across the planet. And the 500,000 earth angels that were with us were then deployed to go support the medical personnel in different hospitals. It was a beautiful experience for us to be there with Camille and support her as she was going through this surgery in the physical. Last night, Camille reached out to me and she said that in the middle of the night, she called out to God and to the angels because she was frightened. And she said that an angel walked in and that I in spirit walked in as well. And she wanted to know if I was aware that that had happened. And I am so reminded of all of the support that we have from the archangels, from the ascended masters, from the divine healers, from the earth angels, and from each other in spirit, whether we're consciously aware of that or not. There is an amazing, vast network of spirits connecting with spirits. We are not alone. We're never alone in any of this. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to say, Camille, we love you. We are so thankful for the archangels, for the earth angels, for the ascended masters, for the divine healers, for their support and for their interest in loving us and supporting us from afar. So thank you for this opportunity to say my own words here.
Thank you, Ruth. And yeah, that was a very special meditation. And what a beautiful way to understand how unified we really are and one, that we show up in oneness, in consciousness, in divine love, and also in the physical. It's so beautiful. Thank you. So up next, we have Beth Wright, and she has a lovely message for us.
Hello there, this is Beth Wright, and I'm sitting today in this beautiful tree that I found as I was running along Onondaga Lake. Here's the lake, and here is the tree, which is this massive, amazingly beautiful, look how wide it is. And there's this seat that just was available for me to come plonk myself down in. And the reason that I would sit in a tree is to get the energy that the tree has to give from the earth. So the roots of the tree are way down deep in the earth, and it brings up that energy. And if you sit or stand with your back to the tree, it will infuse your entire body, your energy field, with that grounding energy, as well as the energy it brings down from the sky. So trees are very powerful conductors of energy, and I recommend that you begin to connect with them in this way so that you can get a boost. When you feel depleted, go stand with your back against the tree and just feel how the tree feeds your energy into your body so that you feel uplifted, you feel more energized. It works every time. So this is just a snippet of a boost that you can give yourself at any time for you and your energy field. Thanks.
And just like that, Beth Wright, beautiful reminder that nature is so full of energy and right there to connect with us and be that conduit of energy at any time. So that was great. Thank you.
Yes, we need to go hug a tree.
Go to hug a tree. Absolutely. Absolutely. So up next is Sherry Myers. Now, Sherry Myers is one of our hosts, and she comes to us from How to Connect with Angels. Sherry not only interviews many, many light workers that connect in with the angels, but she's also in process of making a movie about a light worker. So Sherry Myers, I think you'll love her as much as we do.
Hi, I'm Sherry Myers. I am the host of How to Connect with Angels podcast. I am reporting to you from the edge of a lake in New Hampshire. I am incredibly lucky. I am here in a cabin by the lake where my ancestors developed community. My mom is on hospice, so I am here isolating at the lake and this beautiful cabin, and then going in to see her at her assisted living. So everything is moving forward and unfolding perfectly. I really, truly believe that we have this opportunity to connect with our higher selves, our source, our angels, to employ and to embody all of the potential that we are. And as light workers, as folks who came here with a mission, and we chose to be here in this time, this is an extraordinary opening. And we know that, you know that, I know that. I mean, how could it not be shockingly clear that this is the moment? And this is the moment we step up and embody all of the grace and the potential and the strength and the truth and the power and the willingness to do and the willingness to act and to motivate ourselves every day and to motivate our loved ones and to show that we care and to open up ourselves so that we can help other people open themselves up too. And we are, we're blessed. We are blessed with this mission. I don't know what else to say but that, but I am really, really happy and thankful that Ruth has given me this opportunity to connect. So that is the other piece of this, which is you can stay connected even more intensely than ever with your friends, with your spirit, with your mission to go deep. This is a marathon. Pace yourself, but you've got to stay in training every day. And I'm saying that to myself too. Meditate, eat great food as well as you can. Don't eat too much. Exercise, breathe, meditate, connect, and then reach out, because we're all in this together. And I really love you, and I'm really grateful.
Oh, welcome back. That's a beautiful message from Sherry. There seems to be a lot of messages coming through about standing together as light workers and knowing that we came here to do something, that we have a purpose in staying strong and being able to complete that mission together. We have an individual mission and a collective one. So I'm very thankful for Sherry. And actually, Sherry's the way that Ruth and I met. So it's wonderful. I'm very grateful. Is Elizabeth ready? You're me. There she is.
Hello, ladies.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Beautiful to be here with you.
Well, it's your time, so we are giving you the floor.
Okay. Well, as I am just so honored to be here with Deb and with Ruth and to share this beautiful day with all of you. And the message that I wanted to share is something that I've been experiencing in the last month since the challenge that we're dealing with COVID. And that is a feeling of helplessness and powerlessness at times, because as we are in our homes and if we're not frontline workers, we are not out there helping on the front lines. We're not in the, we're not first responders, or we're not in the medical community, or even if our jobs are keeping us home, and we watch all the things that are occurring and the pain that's happening, and there can be a sense of helplessness. What can I do? But what I wanted to share was that can oftentimes come from this need to be doing and missing the point that just being is enough. This is also a time for those of us that are home and that aren't on the front lines to really embrace this invitation to just be and to go inside and explore what might be waiting there for us to learn. What opportunities for growth are there? How can we become more comfortable with just being? And what might that mean when we are able to go outside again? How might that change our approach to life? And so as I was kind of exploring this concept in my own spiritual journey a while back, I wrote a poem called Just Be, and I would love to share that with you now. Just be. You are a human being. So how much being are you doing? If all you are doing is doing, then your doing is not as it should be. Your doing is running. Your doing is hiding. Your doing is proving. Your doing is striving. Your doing is achieving. Your doing is fighting. Your doing is not you. You are you. Just be. Be still. Be quiet. Be empty. Be open. Be you. Be whole. Be fearless. Be free. Just be. So I would invite those of you that are home, that cannot be out helping, just be you, because what the world needs more than anything is your true self fully experiencing, fully shining for the world to see. So would you join me in just being?
Liz, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You are welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
I want to tell a quick story here. My mother was living, well, is living in a assisted living environment. And I was in the living room area, and stretcher comes out with a woman covered up on a gurney. And she was obviously deceased, but 7 staff members came out with her, and they were all sobbing. And she had lived in the memory care unit. And if you think about someone in the memory care unit close to death, the only thing they can bring is their true spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, she couldn't do anything other than be loved. And the fact that she was being loved brought 7 women to tears when she passed. So we don't have to think, oh, I can't go out and run a podcast. Oh, I can't write a book. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just be love.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you for sharing with us today.
You're welcome. Happy Easter to both of you and to all of you, and blessings. Thank you for this opportunity.
Of course. Thanks, Liz. So our next video up is Philip Mountrose. Philip and his beautiful wife, Jane, have their own institution of spiritual learning. And I think you'll see from this video, they're such natural teachers. So here's Philip Mountrose.
What's often the missing ingredient for healing, love, abundance? It's gratitude. This is Philip Mountrose, my wife and partner, Jane and I. We help people to step up, tap into the heart of success with holistic coaching and healing. And in this short video, I want to remind you and share some insights about gratitude, which can really transform your life, as you may already know. And I'll show you how to do it perhaps a little more so. So gratitude, what is it? It's about being thankful. It's about being appreciative, but it's actually quite more. It's a very powerful energy. It can bring you up when you're down. It can keep you up, as we say, going to the mountaintop. Sometimes we're in the mud. Gratitude will help get you out of the mud when you rise to the mountaintop. You'll be able to stay there longer if you appreciate and are grateful for your experience. So it's really could be called a magic elixir, this gratitude, this wonderful quality that we all have access to at any moment. It's free to use, no charge, although it charges our life, it supercharges our life. It's in many ways, multiple ways. And it can be empowering. It can give you a transcendent life. This magic elixir can help empower you and other people so you connect more to others. You can appreciate the world around you, love nature, the earth, the sky, the land, the sun. All of that is around us, ever present if we take note of it. And just doing that gives us gratitude, gives us a wonderful feeling blessed, feeling alive, however, quote, bad the circumstances may seem. And research shows that gratitude can help you become happier, healthier, and maybe even live longer. So gratitude has many possibilities for you. It can help you handle loss and criticism. And it can help you become a more open, humble person. And many of us need to be more open at times and not so defensive and not so living in a small bubble and opening ourselves to the wonder and mystery and the presence of life. Gratitude is a wonderful way to do that. Now that leads us to, how do you do gratitude? What are the injunctions? What are the practices? How do you plant the seeds? You may know you can journal on gratitude, and I'm going to share a little bit of my journals on gratitude in a moment. You can meditate, being grateful. Grateful for your breath, grateful for being alive, grateful for maybe getting this information right now and helping it energize you and make new connections for you, or remind you of other connections you already know and revaluing them, revitalizing them. And I want to share with you, I'll call 10 gratitudes, kind of beatitudes, as they said in the Bible, these blessings. And you can be grateful for just about anything. And I want to share you 10 examples of gratitude, which I wrote in my journal and extracted them, although there are many hundreds more. And this might inspire you, or something you can use as well. I am grateful for the time I have. Thank you, body, mind, spirit, for helping me recover and go forward. I enjoy finding the flow of life in the present moment. I'm grateful for my wife, Jane, in my life, in the past, in the present, and the future. I'm grateful that I can think and feel. I appreciate my good fortune. I'm fortunate to be able to learn and grow. Thank you, nature, for bountifully supporting me with water, land, and air. I'm grateful for my creative mind and the resources to deal with life with more joy and ease. And I'm grateful for my life's journey and the opportunities and experiences it's provided. So a few final thoughts here on gratitude, this powerful magic elixir that can help bring you up when you're down and keep you up when you are up, and make the present better and the future better as well, and use the past accordingly and yield learning and growth from that too. So remember what William Blake, the famous poet, said. He said, "You can see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour." Those are some of the wonderful possibilities of gratitude. You can think of more, use this video accordingly. And what can you be grateful for today?
Great, and we are back with that. So Philip, talking about gratitude and different ways that we can bring gratitude into our lives. So thank you, Deb, for that video. And we have Fiona Dilston here with us. Fiona, do you want to come on camera?
Hello.
We're so glad to have you with us, Fiona.
Thank you.
Here. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too.
So Fiona has provided several meditations for us here at Enlightened World, and I love her meditations. So thank you, Fiona. We're so anxious to hear what you have to share with us today.
All right. So with this being such a short session, I decided that I'd put another of my hats on. A very old hat. A hat that I've worn for about 25 years. And what I've done is literally in the moments before coming on here, I have done a little 3-card tarot reading for the energy of the now. And this is addressing everybody who connects with Enlightened World Network. Everybody who's watching, everybody who's seeing this now, and indeed everybody who sees this on the recording. So I'm not going to keep you long. What I'm going to show you here is we have the 10 of Wands. And you can see this gentleman or lady, this individual, carrying a huge load. When you get to the number 10 in the tarot, it is the end of a cycle. And the guidance from this for you today is that it is time to actually realize how heavy those burdens are that you are carrying. How maybe, let me put this in the right place, how maybe unwieldy, how problematic things are, and see what you can let go of. I also want you to think about what is getting in the way of you stepping forward and communicating, teaching, sharing, guiding, imparting your wisdom, being that high priest. This card also ties in with the throat chakra. It's all about communication. So what I'm getting at here is let go those things that are getting in your way. Think about how covered that individual's upper body is, how stressed that heart area and that throat area, those lungs as well. And learn to let go and use whatever means you have to let go. You may want to address this with homeopathy, with flower essences, with oils, with massage, whatever. It's time to address letting go of that stuff in the upper body so that you can come forward, so that you can be the best you can be, so that you can get into that throat chakra properly. And I'm croaking away here as I'm talking because what I give out for anybody is for me as well. So I am saying to you, it's time to start speaking up. It's time to start sharing. And it is time for that spring-like magical growth. Have a look at all those little plants that are coming up in the garden. Those seeds, that sense of renewal. It's a creative, magical time. Think about all of those Easter eggs. So I send you lots of love, lots of blessings. And I wish you a really, really, really happy Easter, happy new beginnings. Step into it. It's there for you. Okay? Lots of love.
Thank you, Fiona. New beginnings. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us, Fiona.
Well, I shall let you go now.
Great. Thank you. And Deb, while we're bringing Nancy Tarhart on, but let's do one little video before we do that. So how about Summer Joy Raymer?
Yes, and Summer's video is actually a dance. And I've watched Summer dance before, and she is absolutely amazing and expressive and beautiful to watch. So enjoy this dance for Easter and Passover and whatever else you're celebrating. Whoop, sorry. I have to go back out. I thought I picked the right one. I did. I'm going to try to start that over again and see if I can get a better video of that. So bear with us as we are trying to do this.
You're doing such a good job with the tech stuff there, Deb. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we're going to give it another try.
Let's introduce it.
Yeah. Yes, we did want to let people know.
Before we start.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm inspired to dance, and I have a special song from a dear friend, Kristen Hoffman, that sang this song live a few hours ago in a massive event to support so many great collective groups that are bringing compassion to higher places. And I just feel really inspired to dance to her song. Here it goes. Kristen Hoffman's song. And
Yeah. In honor of the launch of the Karuna Games, this is Kristen Hoffman, and she will be playing a piece about compassion in Bengali called Karuna Nayan.
I see you with the eyes of passion. I see you with these eyes of passion. I see you with these eyes of passion. We see each other with these blue eyes, with these blue eyes.
Oh God, I'm just here crying.
Wow. I want to watch that again. That's beautiful. That song is absolutely haunting. And Summer's dancing was just sublime.
I totally agree. I watched her do that on one of our days of healing, and it was magnificent. And I think she used the music from the same person. It was a different song, but it was beautiful.
Wow, what a gift. So we are so fortunate to have Dr. Nancy Tarhart with us now. Nancy, do you want to come on and say hello so folks can see you?
There we go. Hi.
Hello, Nancy. It's so good to see you. Happy
Good
Easter.
to see you. Thank you. Same to you. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's so good to see you again.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
So we have enjoyed a couple hours now of different presentations from different folks, and we are so excited to hear what you're going to share with us now.
You know, I thought about this and I had one thing planned, and then all of a sudden that flew flying out the window. I think, you know, so many of us, everybody at this point, their lives have kind of been flipped around. I know more about Zoom right now than I ever cared to know, because of course all of our classes have come over to Zoom, whether they were supposed to be online or not. So, you know, and the young people are freaked out because they're suddenly doing online classes, and teaching to students virtually is really challenging. And it gives me even more respect for what you guys do, because it's really difficult to maintain that connection across these kinds of airwaves sometimes. And so you've got that going on. And so there's this almost constant, you know, I'm an introvert. So for me, I enjoy being alone. This is really, in many ways, not bothering me. What's bothering me is the constant barrage of the technology, that I feel like we're more dependent now on our telephones, on our videos, on Zoom. And so when I read things like, or hear from people and they say, I can't wait to, you know, I feel like I'm climbing the walls. I feel like I feel trapped. I feel this. And I just look at them and I say, but didn't I just hear you a month ago say you didn't have enough time to X, Y, and Z? And now you've got that time to sit and rest, or to read that book, or to, and they say, oh, I can't do that. So it occurred to me that this morning, that as I was sitting and saying, I really should get up and, you know, take care of that pile of papers that's sitting there. And I thought, you know what? It's really okay not to, especially now. And so my message today has to do with, if you're tired, take a nap. It's okay. If you don't feel like folding the laundry as soon as you take it out of the dryer, or better yet, if you don't feel like doing a load of laundry today and want to do it tomorrow or the next day, that's okay too. Give yourself permission to just be. Give yourself permission to sit with yourself, to sit with the silence, to pick up a book, or you know, pick up some knitting, pick up some cross stitch, paint, pick up some crayons, or do none of the above. Look outside at the flowers that are coming up. Look at the flowering trees around you. I don't know if you can do this in your state, but you know, get in your car and just drive and look around. You don't have to get out. but nobody's really going to stop you if you're not, you know, stopping every place and getting out without a mask on. It really is okay, because this is a special time. It's unprecedented, but it's because from the information I keep getting, we are birthing in the new world. That's what this is about. Things are never going to be what they were. This is a new time. It's a time for celebration. But birth, as those of you who have had children know, is not easy. I don't know one woman that has had a child who has said, boy, that was the easiest thing I ever went through. There are things that go along with it that can be painful. Some of us are getting in touch with those aspects of ourselves that we really don't like a whole lot. But some of us are also finding things that we can now say, you know what? This is not serving me any longer. I can put this on the shelf and say, thank you for the lesson. And now I'm asking you to be transmuted into the light of the universe so that anyone can take of that who needs it. We're healing. We're healing the world as we're sitting inside. Look at what's happening outside. Waters are getting cleaner. I don't know about you, but my backyard is filled with birds that I have not seen for years here. The earth, the vibrations have slowed down. The earth is no longer shaking right now because we're not constantly doing this to it. I'm teaching environmental ethics right now, and my students come in every Tuesday and Thursday and say, Dr. Tarhart, did you read what such and such said about the air quality? Did you read about this? And I was like, yeah, and maybe in 10 years, we won't need a class on environmental ethics. Maybe that will all be changed. And I'm not even going to take the maybe out. I'm going to say it will change, because I think that part of this is awareness. But again, it's just sit with the love, sit with the beauty, sit with the light, sit with yourself and say, it's okay to just be. Take that nap. You know, maybe if I had some here, I'd eat a piece of chocolate. I don't have any here. I didn't get that at the store. I was it was like, oh yeah, I should have gotten a little Easter candy to eat today. But just know that it's going to be not just okay. It's going to be better, even better. We're going through that birth canal right now. When we come out, it's going to be magnificent. And that's my message for today.
That's a great message for today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
That whole piece about the gestation and giving yourself time just to be quiet while it's happening and being prepared. And then that piece of nesting while we're getting ready for this new world, we're nesting for it.
Yes, we are. Yeah, it's almost like a hibernation period that we have totally forgotten how to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as I sit here, actually it's 65 degrees out, but I'm sitting here with a blanket on my lap with the windows open, because this has been my comfort. This is something that I knitted with odds and ends of stuff that I had spun. And it's become my comfort piece. And, you know, usually there's one cat here and another cat over here. And Bastet actually during that song was up on my lap here, which she doesn't do. And she was staring into the computer.
Wow.
She was listening to the music and she was watching the dance. As soon as it stopped, she was gone. I was like, what am I, chopped liver? You know, so, but yes, yeah, it is. That is what it is, I believe. And I think the world, we've been working toward it for a long time. And we've come real close a few times and then sort of gone backwards. But now this is it. This is it. And I'm sorry that there's sadness and sorrow in it for so many people with the deaths and all of that. But I have to believe that they will be experiencing this from the other side too.
Right. Dr. Nancy Tarhart, we so appreciate you. Thank you for spending
you.
with us.
Thank you.
We look forward to spending more time with you.
As things start to ease up toward the end of the school year, you probably will be seeing more of me. So thank you both. I love you both.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
So Deb, our next video is Carol Ann Cross. Would you like to say something about your colleague?
Oh, yes. And finally, Anaya is on with us too. So we played Anaya's her video earlier, which was lovely. But Carol Ann Cross is also part of Angel Heart Radio, a fellow colleague, as I'm a podcast host with her as well. And so is Karen Palmer, and so is Terry Angel. So we're all part of Angel Heart Radio. So Carol has a beautiful meditation for us. So I'm going to bring her on now.
Hello everybody, this is Carol Ann Cross, and I would like to share with you a little Easter story. It's one of my favorites at this time of year. It's about Ostara, who is a Germanic goddess, and she comes at this time of year because she's a goddess of spring and of renewal. And along with Ostara comes her beautiful, friendly and frisky magical rabbit. Ostara walks towards you, and with each step that she takes, the land beneath her feet is enlightened, awakened, with freshness and vitality, ready to harvest for spring. She stands before you now and holds out towards you her beautiful golden basket, which is filled with lovely, lovely patterned eggs of all colours and descriptions. And she beckons for you to choose an egg. Take a note of the colour of the egg that you have chosen and think about what that colour means to you. She now asks you to hold that egg close to your heart. It's a sacred egg, and the energy that is filling your body now, revitalizing, filling your body with love and healing energy. Take a deep breath and allow that energy to go to every cell and every organ. And then visualize that energy going out to all of your friends, your family, and then out to encompass our beautiful planet, rippling out to every soul, every animal, revitalizing love, compassion, and kindness. So take a couple of deep breaths, let that energy flow. Then all too soon, it's time to say goodbye to Ostara and her frisky rabbit. But any time you need a little burst of energy and vitality, you can call on Ostara and she will come to you. So thank you, Ostara. Thank you, Rabbit, for coming and sharing with us your story today. Thank you. Now I would like to wish each and every one of you a very happy Easter. We know it's different at this time, but if we can share the love for one another at this time, then it will all be worthwhile. So take care, stay safe, and happy Easter, everyone. I love you all. Goodbye until next time. Thank you.
I would like Carol Ann Cross to be my grandmother.
I know. She's got such a great voice. It's so peaceful. Just so grateful to know her and what she brings forth. The whole team of Angel Heart Radio and what they bring forth. It's just, I love what Anaya says. It's powered by love, and you can feel it in everyone's voices, all the podcast hosts. It's just beautiful. I'm so happy to be part of Enlightened World Network and Angel Heart Radio. We even made Ruth part of Angel Heart Radio. We put her on a picture with us.
I appreciate that. So our next video up is the newly ordained Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson. You all might know her as Gerald Ann Heatherdale. We've had her on with us several times now. She does beautiful meditations for healing the waters. But today is different. Today is special. And she was recently ordained as Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson just a week ago, I think. So it's new. So this is her first time of stepping out on video with Enlightened World Network as Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson. So please enjoy.
Hello, everyone, and happy Easter. I'm Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson, and I came here today on Easter to share a message of love and ascension with you here in my beautiful meditation garden on the incredible St. John's River in north central Florida. I stepped on my spiritual path and woke up about 3.5 decades ago. And since that time, Easter has been my absolute favorite holiday. And of course, as children, it was a lot of fun with the Easter egg hunts and the candy and all that goes along with it. But now it's even more fun because what goes along with it is love and compassion and what ascension truly means to me. And I was raised in an organized religion, and I was taught that Jesus died for our sins, was put in a tomb and rose from the tomb and ascended up to the right hand of God. And that was good as I was growing up. It was a logical explanation of things, and I trusted all of that. But once I woke up, I realized that there was much more to this ascension process. I realized that each and every one of us are going through our own ascension process. And to me, ascension is moving into a higher state of consciousness, a higher way of being, more compassionate, more loving. Jesus was such an incredible role model to us as he spent his life healing, showing compassion, encouraging forgiveness, and all of those qualities that I personally would like to aspire to every day of my life. There's a passage in the Bible, and I apologize for paraphrasing, but it's different in each version. But it essentially is this. Jesus said, "That which I do, you can do and more." I take that to heart every single day of my life. Because to me, what he was referring to was the divine spark that is in each of us. that is equal to the divine spark that he embodied. Each and every one of us are a piece of that divine spark of God. And as we ascend and we touch to that divine spark more and more in deeper and deeper ways, we too can do what Jesus did as he walked here on the earth. I love Easter. I love what it means. I love that he showed us that we are him and he is us, and that each and every one of us are ascending, and in this day and age even more than ever before. So I encourage each of you on this day to stop and reflect and ask yourself, where am I in my ascension process? What does ascension mean to me? Do I truly believe and have faith that I am equal to Jesus and that I am that same divine spark of God that Jesus was? I hope that you come up with the answer, a big yes. So I thank you for allowing me to come into your home with you today on this beautiful Easter Sunday. I hope that as you go through your days, especially in these challenging times, it's more important than ever before that we embody those very divine-like qualities that Jesus displayed to us over and over and over again, and that we embrace our own ascension process. And as we come in contact with others, please show compassion, unconditional love, forgiveness, all of those absolutely beautiful qualities that Jesus showed us every single day on his journey here on earth. I wish you all the most blessed of Easters, and I hope your day and every day to come is filled with miracles. Bye now. Thank you.
And there's Gerald Ann. Beautiful. What a great message too. What a beautiful Easter message.
I really felt it. And what a beautiful offering for her first talk as Reverend.
Exactly.
It's just
so exciting.
Yes, very exciting. Oh, so we have up next Julia Grief. And I believe you said that it's a song. Is that correct?
It's a song that she wrote. Now she says, first off, I'm not a singer, but God bless her, she brought it. Julia comes to us from Nagano, Japan. And she wrote a poem that she then put to music. The message is really sweet. So try to tune into the words.
Okay.
So hello everyone and happy Easter 2020. I'm Julia Grief from the Transmissions of Light page, and I am here to share a fun and humorous and light-hearted Easter message with you. I'm not much of a songwriter and I'm definitely not much of a singer, but I do like to consider myself a poet. So I have written a poem especially for this event, for this Easter egg basket sharing. And I hope that you will enjoy it. I'm going to attempt to sing it for you, and I hope that in listening to it you derive as much fun, as much upliftment, as much joy and as much laughter as I did from the writing of it. So happy Easter, everyone. We are one global family, a unified basket of multicolored eggs. One global family. Regina, Roger, Timothy, Susan, Brian and Beck. One global family, a unified basket of multicolored eggs. One global family, with fat or thin, long or short, or bandy legs. One global family, a unified basket of multicolored eggs. One global family, teetotalers, wine connoisseurs, or downing our cakes. One global family, rich or poor, have or have not. One global family, with a sexy smile, sexy boobs, sexy hips, or a sexy butt. One global family, young or old or in between. One global family, our minds overwhelmed and confused or sharp and keen. One global family, single, married, widowed, or 4 times divorced. One global family, it's from the same well of life that we are all sourced. One global family, black or yellow or white or brown. One global family, laughing, crying our faces with a smile or a frown. One global family, from New York, Belfast, New Delhi or Tokyo. One global family, it's time to let all the silly labels go. One global family, gay or bi or trans or straight. One global family, let's come together in love and release the hate. One global family, you and you and you and you and me. One global family, let's come together and unite as we. One global family, a unified basket of multicolored eggs. One global family, a unified basket of multicolored eggs. So happy Easter, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful day. It brings you much joy, much fulfillment, much pleasure, much love, and much laughter. A blessing on your day at this time of Easter 2020. With much love from my heart to yours.
Okay, Deb, I'm smiling. Julia Grief cracks me up.
That was awesome. That was really awesome. I love the message. I love the message. It's just joy. How lucky are we?
Right. And I won't forget that tune for a long time. I can tell that one's in there. One global family.
One global family. And it's true. It's one global and actually we're witnessing that right now, right? We're all one global family dealing with the same thing.
I want to introduce you, Deb Goldberg, technology expert here, who's running the boards for us today. Deb is such a delight to work with. And I remember the first time I heard a video that she had created, and Spirit spoke to me as I was listening and said, you have to meet her. And so I reached out. I found her email and I reached out and I said, I need to meet you. And Deb was so gracious and said, okay, let's talk. And right then my soul found a sister. So thank you, Deb, for being willing to be part of Enlightened World. Thank you for being willing to be part of my life, because you enrich it every time I talk to you. So thank you. So Deb is going to share with us her Easter message for today.
Mm-hmm. Ruth, I couldn't even imagine being right now without you and Enlightened World and Terry and the relationship that we've cultivated, or I should say that Spirit cultivated, because Spirit is what brought us all together. So it's been a joy. It is a joy. It's a joy to wake up every day and say, wow, I am doing something that I feel so passionate about, and I'm doing it with great people.
Yes, absolutely. It is a joy. It is a joy.
Yeah. So I decided to just share a little lesson that I had from Jesus. It was probably a few years ago. I'm Jewish, and so I didn't grow up with Jesus as part of my life or understanding really anything about his experience. And when I woke up, he actually is the one who woke me up. He came to me in a meditation, and a relationship was cultivated out of him waking me up, of conversation, spending time together, healing me, and understanding who I am and what the world is, and unlearning everything that I learned about myself, which is a great process. But I remember the first time I really watched a movie about the crucifixion, and knowing Jesus as my brother, that I love him so much. His love, God's love, it's all the same, is so overwhelming that when I watched the movie, I felt like, oh my God, I'm watching Jesus die. And it created so much grief for me that, it was like the first time I really experienced a relationship with him, and then watching his death in a movie. It was so powerful. I could not stop crying. I felt like my heart broke. And I just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. And he said, you know what? This is not what this day is for. It was Easter. And he said, I don't want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on my ascension, the resurrection. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to work on that, because the tears of grief that came through were horrible. And he's telling me not to focus on that. I am to focus on, and this message is not just for me, it is for everyone. He wants you to focus on the resurrection of what it means to ascend, what it means to have eternal life. And I went back through, actually, there was a Facebook message that I wrote 3 years ago, and it was Passover. It was Passover and Easter, just like it is now, which we celebrate both. And his message was, he talked to me about Passover and how at that time in history, people put lamb's blood around their door jambs to protect them from all the terrible plagues they might endure. And he said they were told that this would keep them safe from death and locusts and floods, etc. And although these things still happen today, they are not feared in the same way that they used to be, that we tend to fear other things now. And it was just so amazing to me that here I am sitting here during a virus, which is similar to what he was talking about at that time. So he offered a prayer, and the prayer is for love, joy, happiness, abundance, and peace to flow over the land to everyone. So shall it be, so it is so it is written, so it shall be. And he says, I am always here with you. I never left you. If it is peace, love, and comfort that you are looking for, just turn within, for that is where you will find me. I am forever yours, entwined in your life force for eternity. Peace. This morning I sat in gratitude and tears of joy and blessings to be awoken by him, and his love that just flows through to everyone. And as I've learned about Jesus, it has nothing to do about religion. It is universal love. And so however you connect to Jesus, whether that's through your religion or an ascended master, or however you connect, that love is there for us to connect to. God has provided this beautiful person, spirit, for us to understand the way home. And it brings me great joy to be sharing this Easter with you and him. In spirit, he is well and alive, always, eternally, for each one of us.
That's a beautiful message, Deb. And yes, we have both seen that over and over again, that Christ is alive and well in spirit and absolutely here for us at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So we are coming to the end of our celebration of life, and we thank you so very much for being here with us. We have one last song to share. Prince Fleet Easton has been a guest on Enlightened World Network before, and he sang the song The Prayer and wanted to share it with us today as the closer for our celebration. So, technology wizard, we'll see if we can make it work.
I pray you'll be my eyes and watch me where I go, and help me to be wise in times when I don't know. Let this be my when I lose my way. Lead me to a place, guide me with your grace, to a place where I'll be safe. La luce che tu dai nel colore resterà. Arrivederci che internos della sera nella meraviglia quando verrà lead me to a place, guide me with your grace, give me faith so I'll be saved. Sognando un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di di fraternità. Siento che ci sale
So thank you to Prince Fleet Easton. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Terry. Thank you to Sue Seekoff, Dido Clark, all of the rest of our friends here with Enlightened World Network. Happy Easter. So much love to each and every one of you. Take good care of yourself and God bless. You all take care.
Bye-bye.